Hi Pisces, here's your horoscope for May 2024, brought to you by planetswithin.com. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, we have a very important month ahead. This is because we have several planets that are building up in this third house of communication, ideas, and self-expression. They happen to all be in Taurus, which has a lot to do with values and money and investments. But there's going to be two conjunctions in this house that are really going to basically light us up. So I think there's going to be a lot of euphoria for many of you this month, just feeling grateful and thankful for everything you have in your life. So I would say start to embrace that, because this energy is going to be really strong this month. So this reading is for anyone who has a sun sign in Pisces or has a rising sign in Pisces. This sun sign is a very general sun sign reading, and and it's an overview of what I see happening. So with the Sun, Venus, Uranus, and Jupiter, your co-ruler, in this third house, as we begin the month, many of you are kind of excited or are looking to things in anticipation. You're starting to realize that there's more to life than just what you see and feel and hear. And so this is about getting back to the basics. So this starts in the mind. So this is about the mind. So many of you are looking more optimistic about the future. Maybe you're doing some light traveling or exploring. Or maybe you're having important conversations about reality, and this is coming up as well. So you're getting to a deeper understanding of how reality really works. We have Mars also moving through Aries in the second house, so things pertaining to financial matters or investments. This is all on the table as well, which is totally normal. But for the most part, I just see this month as being more positive and optimistic. The second half of the month, when we have several planets going into the fourth house of home, feeling, and foundation, many of you may be talking about real estate matters, home, things pertaining to family dynamics, and all of that, because the energy shifts after the 20th and 21st. So let's dive in a little deeper and see what the planets have to say for us. So first off, we start off with Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius on the 2nd. So here it is in stationary position. Now this is not a big deal because it's just a long, slow psychological process that it takes. And when a planet goes retrograde, it's basically just going within. It's going within us to figure things out. It's going within us to, make things right or make sense of it. And with Pluto, it has to do with psychological well-being. In Aquarius, it's about humanity. And so it'll be slowly moving, drifting back into the 11th house in September. So that's how long it's going to take before it drops into the 11th house. But in the meantime, while it's here, it's giving you an opportunity to reflect within yourself and look at humanity and see all the changes that have occurred. And see the things that you really don't need in your life anymore, whether it's people, situations, ideas, thoughts, things that just make no more sense to you, that you need to move on from. And that's what Pluto is going to do. So it's, like I said, it's not a big deal. It's a very subtle underlying, movement that's going to take place. Now, the new moon this month is in Taurus on the 7th, right here in the third house of communication and ideas. It will be closely aligned to Uranus, so you are in for some major epiphanies and realizations and understandings. But Taurus is a sign of money and the material side of life, so you may find yourself maybe buying some new furniture, looking at new clothes, looking at investments of some kind, maybe thinking about getting a raise at work or investing your money somewhere. Of course, there could be news this month about the economic situation of the world, markets and all of that, which, we'll have to deal with as it comes. But for the most part, this has to do with your thinking and feeling sort of happy and content or wanting to try something new. If you're an artist, you might discover new paintings that you never thought that you'd be able to do. And so everything associated with Taurus is going to be highlighted here for the next 2 weeks with the new moon in Taurus. So take advantage of it. Conversations will definitely be one of those things. Mercury enters Taurus on the 15th and 16th. There it is. So Mercury in Taurus is a little slower, a little more methodical. It's about getting back to the basics. And so Mercury is about how we communicate and how we express ourselves. So while it's in the third house of communication, you might find yourself expressing yourself more through color, and maybe you are basically dressing differently or looking more attractive to other people. Maybe having important conversations with siblings or neighbors or people close to you about what's going on, and maybe you're just curious about things. And of course, Taurus is also associated with romance and relationships of all kinds. So that might be on your mind even more, especially since Venus will be in Taurus. But whatever it is, for the next couple of weeks where Mercury's going through Taurus, you find that you're more in a creative mode, but also in a mode that you just want to enjoy yourself a little bit more, which I highly suggest because we need that. We can't just keep running around chasing things all the time. We need the downtime to recoup. Now, this wonderful date here, May 18th, Jupiter conjuncts Uranus in Taurus right there. See it? 23 degrees. And at the same time, we also have later in the day, the Sun conjuncting Jupiter at 28 degrees. So talk about some positive energy that's coming in here. And so for many of you, this is going to be very strong premonition ability because Uranus, the Sun, and Jupiter all are very psychic and very much about the future. And so you are going to see and sense things maybe days before the 18th. So pay attention. Like I said at the beginning, this is going to be a very interesting month and a very powerful month. But this is about enjoyment. This is about just appreciating everything. This could have something to do with maybe you've purchased something and you really thoroughly enjoyed it. Maybe you're going out for a wonderful meal with a loved one or a group of people, and you're just enjoying that, and you're enjoying that moment. It's almost like a euphoric moment here because of these two conjunctions that are going on simultaneously. So this could be very important information, an experience, something that you enjoy doing. And I'd say do it and just, enjoy yourself, because that's what this is all about. Enjoying, realization, understanding, having important conversations, and, appreciating this reality. Now, everything starts to change on the 20th and the 21st when the Sun leaves Taurus and now goes into Gemini in your 4th house. So the 4th house is the home, the feeling, the foundation. It's the structure. And in Gemini, it's all about communication. So maybe you're getting invited to people's homes. You're getting invited to an event or something that you need to participate in, like a charity or an organization or something like that. Maybe there's a family outing and you need to attend to that. So over the course of the next 30 days, the Sun going through Gemini will absolutely help you. And maybe it has something to do with real estate. Maybe you're thinking about buying real estate of some kind. So it has all of that. Now, the full moon this month on the 23rd is going to highlight the career sector right up here in the 10th house. So it'll be at 2 degrees of Sagittarius. So wherever this is in your actual birth chart, that's the area that gets lit up. And so when we have this alignment of Sagittarius full moon, it's a sort of a realization, it's an aha moment, but it's in the 10th house of career. So you may have these revelations about your career. Am I happy with where I'm at? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Am I making a difference? If not, then you'll have to start changing. But this is about coming to conclusions, coming to an understanding, coming to a realization in your career, in your direction, and what you want out of life. That's what this full moon in Sagittarius is all about. So it's just a realization. That's it. And look at it upon that. If you have to leave a job for something else will come along. If you have to become self-employed, you become self-employed. It's just that, a realization. Now, Venus goes into Gemini as well on the 23rd and 24th. Now, here's the 4th house again. So once again, I'm seeing socializing, enjoyment, having a good time around other people, conversations, and socializing are very much highlighted the entire month, but especially when the Sun and Venus go into Gemini, which is the sign of communication. So maybe you're thinking about having a party, or maybe you're thinking about buying some land, or maybe you're talking to family members about buying land, whatever it is. But partnerships and people are definitely in the mix here. Now, an added bonus here at the end of the month on the 25th and 26th, Jupiter, your co-ruler, is going to enter Gemini for the whole year. So from May 2024 to May 2025, Jupiter will be transiting the 4th house. This is a great time to buy property. This is a great time to expand your network, your home network, your traveling close to home, or somewhere near a place you used to live. But Jupiter in Gemini is going to bring in a lot more conversations and thoughts and ideas into our head But since it's going to be in your fourth house, it pertains to your family, your foundation, and what you want in terms of stability. Now, Jupiter there is not exactly an easy position because Jupiter likes to travel and explore, and it doesn't like settling down. So it's kind of an oxymoron. But Jupiter in Gemini in the fourth, you could have lots of events and parties or going to events and parties that you enjoy with other people. So being around people is going to be very important for you the next year, where you interact with so many more people and you meet new and interesting other people. So, for instance, if you're an artist and you had your art in a gallery, maybe you decide to do multiple galleries. Maybe you decide to move your art to another gallery. It depends. It depends on your actual birth chart. Again, this is a general sun sign reading for anyone that is a Pisces rising or a sun sign in Pisces. So anyway, do the best you can, Pisces. A fabulous month ahead. Take advantage of opportunities and listen to those spidey senses because it can be very important for you. All right. Have a great month, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.